Welcome back to another war video. So this one here, we're against DSVG. Very strong alliance. They have a few people that put videos on YouTube, such as Minash, Swedia. MSD's now also joined them, but he wasn't here at the time of this war. And yeah, so we're coming up to this war now. I'm given the assignment of Moleman, Nick Fury, and Warlock. I was surprised I was assigned Nick Fury, if I'm honest, after the shameful Spider-Ham fight from before that my alliance and even members or people that aren't even in the alliance gave me stick about and grief. Yeah, bad fight. It happens. Still managed to solo it, so it's alright. Coming to this war, DSVG looking really good this season. They had a good season a few seasons ago. I think they ended up like second or something. And this one, it looks like they're just as strong. I'm recording this a few days after the actual war itself. I have this video and one more to put out. But we're going to this fight here, so we're going to start off with this Clairvoyant. Pretty small boost, as you can see. I'm not concerned about Clairvoyant. Sorry. The only thing I'm concerned about is if my RNG with bleeds is bad for this fight, but normally very good. And Moleman starts to throw loads of bleeds on her. Don't want her to hit me, so she'll be in bleed phase all the time, so it'll just give her a lot of power. But Moleman is just going to shrug the debuffs off, and then we're instantly just going to get the Furies all the time, and just be able to go to town, basically, on this Widow Clairvoyant. Again, a lot of times people won't punish a special one. For me, it depends on the distance between me and her, so as you can see, the special 2 is much more preferential to be able to punish if she's going to throw it. Here, I threw the special one thinking the Fury would be enough. Still wasn't. I just had too much distance there, so I didn't want to risk getting parried. And there we go. Moleman, nice, easy. What was that, 30 seconds, if that? He's a bit of a path 4 goat when it comes to most of these fights. And here again, I could use Moleman, or I could use Nick. I decided to use Nick just because of the whole second life. I should never ever get close to it. But with Void, I can instantly just throw this heavy attack here, remove them 2 buffs, the debuffs, turn it into my own passive Fury for the rest of the fight. And at least for a little while, I'm just going to keep throwing heavy attacks. It's going to keep giving me Furies, and then by the time one drops off, another one should be activated, so I should have pretty much 2 Furies the whole way through the fight. And then it gets down to the point, I think it's around here, where I'm kind of like, if you throw a special 1, I'm not really bothered. If you throw a special 2, I'm not really bothered. I just want to get these debuffs off me as quick as I can, because as you can see there, it ticks for some heavy damage. And again, luckily Nick's got 2 life, so it doesn't really make a big difference. And if I could, I'd try and bait Void's special 2s rather than special 1s. But he throws it, we deal with it. Here, just throw the special 2 to finish the fight off. And yeah, less than a minute. Very small boosted. I've done that fight in the season before already. I did it unboosted and lost like 10% more health. But it is what it is, just the way some wars go. That other Void wanted to throw more special 2s. So you can see here, at this point DSVG finished the map and they were on 4 deaths, so it was very close. And it literally just came down to battle group 3 left to go. So we come up to this point now, just waiting for the screen to load. Eventually it'll load. So I'm getting tagged by all my alliance mates and stuff to get in the war, get it finished now. The rest of the map's finished, the rest of the alliance is finished. It's pretty much just on me now. And we've got this Havoc to do. So interesting placement for Havoc. Normally you see him on the second node of this path, or Buffet or somewhere like that, or EMP or path 9. But with this one, and especially with someone like Warlock, for example, you normally use a Warlock against the Havoc just because of the armor up, so you don't have to worry about the plasma detonates. But because of this node, if Havoc throws a special attack, he does armor break you. So the moment then your armor broken, you can then be affected by the plasma detonates if they go off. So there's quite an easy plan of just do 4 hits, hold block, don't let him throw a special at me, throw in. As soon as I can get to a special 2, go nuts. I've got a special 1 advanced power boost for this and the next fight. And as you can see here, it's just kind of rinse and repeating. I didn't quite realise, I assumed that this Havoc wouldn't have had willpower on, but it does, so that also helps. And as you can see here, the power drain is going to constantly kick in. A whole block there. Really mess up. A whole block and just decide it's a really good idea. I'm just going to take this heavy attack to the face. No. Just didn't even react. Just must have been half asleep in the middle of the day. So yeah, at that point I started to switch on a little bit. I was like, okay, it might be Warlock's last fight, but I do need to get through this without dying. So here, the fight's pretty much done. This last special 2, and Havoc's down. So one more fight left. I've got a very small war again. Just like against Kenobi, they seem to have given me the pressure fights, as they call them, where towards the end of the war, it's literally just you left to go. Here I was told that there's a chance he could start unblockable, but I wasn't sure why. I think that's only if you start with suicides. So you see I instantly dashed back just to see if it was unblockable. It wasn't. So throwing the heavy attack, cleared off the Spectre and the heal block. And then now I can just go to town on this anti-venom. Special 1's pretty easy. Special 2's pretty easy. I don't risk it though. I dodge this one in the corner and then instantly reply. And I get one of these Clintar debuff things again. He goes unblockable for a second because of the buffs that were on me. But because I'd thrown the special attack with Nick and I'd knocked the opponent down, it gets rid of any non-damaging debuffs. So it cleared it off and then I ended up going unblockable again. And as you can see here, this fight's just already done. So Nick Fury, Mole Man, anyone like that makes pretty light work of that anti-venom. But as you can see here, so I'm going to just go towards the end of the map. Our battle group's cleared up, as you can see. I'm just zooming out there. Only 2 hours left of the war, so we left it pretty late. But it is what it is. And yeah, so the battle group managed to do a perfect 50-0, which was nice. They're 50-3. And from there, if I was DSVG, I'd feel slightly robbed. We had a very, very poor start. And they had a very, very good war overall. But we just managed to clear up in the end. So Battle Group 3, obviously dropping the donut at the end, kept us at the 2 deaths. And yeah, if I was them, they probably thought they were going to win. And overall, for any Masters Alliance, dropping only 4 deaths, you've got a very, very good chance of winning, especially this season, between the high ground, BS, and champion bans and stuff like that. It's a very close one. But good luck to them for the rest of the season. They're doing really good in war, especially. So hopefully we'll see more from them. And yeah, good luck to them for the rest of the season. Thank you very much for watching.